Hello everybody, welcome. I am just going live. I'm not in any kind of event with other people today. We're just here at my Artful Adventures. So I'm Christy Sloan here at my Artful Adventures, and we do paper crafting here. And so we do all kinds of things because, you know, paper crafting to me can be card making, scrapbooking, mixed media, journals. There's all kinds of things that we can make with paper, right? And all kinds of paper. So, you know, it's just a lot of fun to try all the different things that there are for paper crafting. Now, last week we created this little 6x6 folio that it has all kinds of little flips and flaps in it. And so in this, you see, we didn't get as far as doing anything for a cover design or even, you know, a closure. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to work a little bit on that, and I think that'll be fun, and we will get right to it. Just one moment. Let me send this out somewhere, and we'll be ready to go. Let's see. Let me move my monitor out of the way. I'm all ready so I can see comments. Hi, Linda. How are you? So I'm streaming on Facebook and YouTube. So if you hear me, you know, talking to somebody that you don't see the questions, that would be why. Hi, Susan. How are you? Let me put us down here to the work area. Okay, here's our little thing that we made the other day. I thought this was so cute. Now, basically, to get this done, you need 2.5 pieces of cardstock for all the pages, and you know, the covers and the pages. And then you need about, if you want to cover all the decorative, you know, cover all the things, the little flaps on the pages with decorative paper, you need about, I think about 3.5 pieces of decorative paper. Of 12 by 12 is what I'm talking about. So this is what we're going to work on today. Now let me show you what I've pulled out. First of all, I was looking for some kind of pretty ribbon or something, and I was trying to think of some fancy closure to do, and then I just decided, oh, why didn't we just do something simple? And that's because I found this twine in my stuff, and I'm like, oh, well, that looks cute. Now, you know, the light color in this is not white. This has a lot of white in it, but I think it's gonna work. I think it'll be just fine. So now the papers that we used for this are a Stampin' Up! Collection that is called Unbounded Beauty, and it has the in color collection in it. So you can see it's got these pinks. This green color that we use for the cover is called Summer Splash. I think it is so pretty. I'm sure that, you know, that's what they've named it, but we all see this kind of a color for summer, and you know, many of us love it. It's a color we love to have, love to wear. So whether you're decorating your home or anything with it, or you want to wear it, it's just one of those colors we love, right? So then this collection comes with it comes with a stamp set and a die set that goes with it, and it's called Flowers of Beauty. So if you purchase both of them together as a set, you get, I think it's a 10% discount on it, but you can buy either one of them separately. Now this is what I wanted to pull out. These two pieces right here do not have a stamp that goes with them. But you know, when I was looking to get something, I was looking for something that I could use for die cuts for greenery that I didn't have to stamp. I don't always want to stamp stuff. The other thing that I thought was really cool about this is it has these flowers, a strip of flowers, and it'll cut 8 all at the same time. Now a lot of times we get cute little flowers that we can maybe punch out, maybe a punch, or maybe you know, maybe you are, what was I gonna say? Maybe it's a die cut, but maybe you only have, like, you know, one little flower or something, and then you've got to run it through over and over and over. And I thought this was so neat because it had 8 of them in a row. So 8 large ones, 8 smaller ones. And so I thought, oh, I think I'm going to try to incorporate those things in. Now I'm not planning to do any stamping. I just want to do some die cuts. So what I've done right here is I've got, this was the other piece that was left over. So if you pull out 3 pieces of 12 by 12 cardstock to make your little album for, you know, part of, or no, this would have been 2. I only used 2 pieces. No, let me think about that. I'll have to think about that. You'll have to go back and watch. I'll have to write those down for us, right? So we know right offhand. But anyway, I had this much left that matched. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these out, and I've got them already on here with some washi tape to just hold them in place. And I'm just going to cut, I'm only going to cut what I need. But look what a nice piece we've got to work with. Still after we've already even made our mini album, right? So I'm just going to cut this out, and then I'm going to run it through. Maybe. Why do you always get those little pieces that won't, you know, they won't come off? But when you're putting washi tape on or some kind of tape, they have these other tapes anymore. Hi Sue, hi Susan. They've got these other little kinds of tapes that are made for this. They're not sticky. It's kind of like painter's tape, but they've made it, you know, prettier for crafters. So it's not real tacky. It just has a light amount of tack so that it's not ripping your paper off when you pull it off. Hi, Charlotte. And so when you put it on, make sure that you are putting your washi tape on the die and the paper that you aren't going to use. Don't risk, you know, when you pull this off, and sometimes even tape that's not all that tacky can, you know, damage your paper if you're not careful. Hi, Sue. Hi, Karen. So you just want to be real careful, you know, when you do that. So I've got this on here. I've got it pressed on. And I use, what I'm going to use today is a little hand crank a die cut machine. It's just a little manual machine. And I'm just going to, I have it off over here to the side. Otherwise, it would just shake, shake, shake. So I'm going to put that over here and run these through just real quickly. Now, when you use the little folder-based system, make sure that the fold goes in first in through your little machine. Because if you don't, it could, you know, you could get it offset, and you might have one piece going through at a different rate than the other. And if you do that, here, I'll show you. So when I put it in there, I put this folded part, this is where it attaches, I put this folded part into my machine first, because you want to feed it in that way. Because if this gets, you know, like out of whack or something, if you were putting it in this way first and you get this, you know, kind of out of whack, you can end up breaking or damaging where it folds, and then you're going to have 2 loose pieces. Now this is for, you know, things that fold. And sometimes things that fold, it's not a folder that you're using instead of, you know, platforms. It could be, it could be something like an embossing folder, because a lot of the embossing folders nowadays can go through your machine, you know, depending on what your machine is. You might have lots of, you know, lots of options for what we call the sandwich, depending on what kind of shims and platforms that you need. Hi Mary, how nice to see you. You're at the tire shop. Oh my goodness. Well, I hope that wasn't an emergency, unplanned thing. That's never fun. So now we've got these, and I'm going to pull these out here. And I tell you, one of the reasons I like these folder-based systems is they're so easy. You don't have to mess around with the sandwiches. The only time I ever need the little shim thing, if I remember correctly, is it has something to do with the when I use it for embossing. And there's one kind of embossing. See, look here. See that rip right there? And that's why I said put that on paper you're not gonna use for your item. And so then you just need some little thing to poke it out. That's what all these little holes are here. Some of you might be very familiar with you know, die cutting, and if you're not, I like to just tell you a little bit about it. So you just want to poke them out here. Now some of them are little holes that didn't come out, and it's going to pop those out, but some of them are made to help release the piece. There we go, there's one. I can't believe I hit that many before I found one that was for the release. And then you just be real careful when you pull it off. There we go, it pops off. And so when you've got these other pieces, sometimes they make little brushes. I have one. I just as soon probably, you know, pop them out myself instead of having to, I don't know, sometimes it just depends on the die. Some of the brush things work great, some of them not so much. Let me try and get a big portion. There we go. Ooh, look at that. I got it. Right off the bat, I got a big piece to pull off. But look, I mean, the thing about it is you're not having to pick them out of the die cut itself. I mean, you've still got all these in here, but that's fine, and I can go back and do that. But yeah, I think I love the color though. Don't you guys like this color? Okay. Hey, Karen. Did I see you there before? I think I did. Okay. Oh, that's because Mary from the Painted Peach, she's watching from YouTube. Okay. You guys, you know what? I don't ever mind when people come on as their page, and, you know, you can always check out people that come on as their page. I always say if you're not familiar with them, you might find, you know, your next favorite crafter. Who knows? Now I want to pull this off because I want to be ready to put this on, and I'm just gonna go ahead and give plenty. This stuff is not expensive at all. I don't care if I've got too much. You know, I'm not sure. I kind of think that this brand is like at one of the big craft stores. Maybe. I'm not sure. But look at this. When I got it, it was like less than $3. So there's probably more of that. And you know what? I think I know what I bought it for. And my goodness, oh, that must have been about 8 years ago that we were making a craft for something that we were going to for our Scrap Happy reunion. We would get together, and I think that it might have been the first year we lived here, the first summer actually. So I'm going to put it around here. I'm just going to go ahead and, you know, pull that on there now. But what I have, I've kind of thought some of this out, you guys. You know, now some of it we may still be doing some picking and choosing along the way. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? And there's Christine. Hello. So what I want to do, maybe I'll just kind of lay this over here while we're working on it. So this is a 2.5 inch circle. Yep, 2.5 inches. And this is a 1 inch circle. So this way I still have both of, you know, there's so much white and then our Summer Splash color on there. So I wanted to do this, and now we've got these pieces, and I know they kind of blend in there, but I think it's gonna work. Well, first of all, let's put these two together, because I know I want these glued together, so I'm gonna do that real quick. I might lay out everything in the parts that touch the circle, glue that down, because we do need that twine to go under this, right? Did I recently get my hair done? No. But thank you. Oh, you guys, I tell you what, for a while I was thinking I was going to grow my hair out. Oh, in some of those videos are living out there, and I'll run across those and think, oh my goodness, that was not a good look. It is shaggy and awful. And I just think it looks better kind of short. So I'm just going to live with it like that. So now we've got all this here, and we don't need it to be centered. In fact, I kind of like it off over here like this and kind of like this. And you know, when you think about where you want to lay things, it's kind of like, it's the same in any design thing. If you lay it into thirds. So what I'm talking about is, let me see if I've got a little piece of paper. My kids laugh at me all the time about pulling out something and giving a quick demo. Drawing it up. Let me draw it up for you, okay? Hey, Molly, how are you? Hi, Patty. So when you're doing any kind of design, we like to talk about things in thirds, right? But here's the thing. You've got a third going this way, you've got them horizontally, and then you've got them going vertically as well. Now, when you are doing like photography, oh my gosh, I was like this morning. I said words are hard. I thought maybe if I rested till this afternoon, I didn't rest, but you know, I thought maybe by this afternoon I'd be able to talk. But one of the things is, if you kind of can put some focal points on any of these things where they cross, it's still like, you know, it's in two sections of your third. And so, you know, you've got the third this way and the third this way. So if you can put things in these areas for a focal point, it is really pleasing to the eye. And, you know, so that's just kind of a design tip anytime. Oh, and, you know, I was calling this destination design. You know, we're on our artful oh my gosh, our artful adventures. Oh my word. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to glue some of this down. I'm just going to kind of tack it down. You know how we tack things down when we're sewing, right? So I'm just going to do that for now. Get it on there. And I can always go back, and that's one of the things I love about these little needle nose bottles. Now, another thing that is a great way to do these is if you've got adhesive sheets, you can use those and cover the whole thing and then die cut it. You know, put your adhesive sheet on your paper and then cut it out, and then you've got the whole thing done. Another thing, another great thing are Xyron pieces, and you know, that's kind of fun. Now, I don't care if they overlap here. I mean, I don't see any way to not make that happen. Although, you know, if you wanted to, you could cut off one of them. I don't care. I don't, you know, I think it gives it a lot of interest just having that much more. So but I do want to get it stuck on here, just so we know where it is, right? And then we can lay that out, and then we can put our cord down here. And I'm just going to put that behind. So we'll just stick this on. Then I kind of have an idea of where that needs to go for my cord. And you know what though? We are going to have to use some dimensionals on here because the cord is raising that up some. So we're going to have to leave a spot. We'll put it kind of at the top and the bottom, and then when the cord goes through the center, that'll work pretty good. Molly, I'm not sure if I said thank you, but thank you for putting me over there. I always appreciate that. Molly has the in. She can drop me in there over junk journaling. Okay. So I'm just going to pull these off. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on here to give me a little wiggle moment. And I'm going to, let's see, I hope I got that right. Let's just put some in here. It's sure to catch it somewhere, right? It'll catch it somewhere along there. And maybe if I put it down there. Oh, okay, this is, let me move it up a little bit, because then my twine is way off at the bottom. Why didn't I think of that? Okay, you know what? It'll still keep it closed, you guys. I'm not going to worry about it. No, this little guy got bent. Let me put a little glue on him. hold him there for just a second. Now I think I'm going to put some glue along here and hold this down with a little clip, because if we don't get this twine kind of glued down, it's just going to be coming up all the time and interfering and kind of tearing up that bit of foliage. There we go. I think that's okay. It might not be quite even. But like I said, it's still going to keep it closed once we tie it. Okay, now I've got some of those little flowers I was showing you. So I already cut them out. Thanks, Sue. So I already cut them out, and some of them I put together already. But here's kind of a fun thing to do with them. Take the little flower and take something kind of round, if you've got like a stylus or something like that, and then just take them, and my mouse pad is over here out of the way. Just take them and just kind of give them a press in the middle, and it will kind of, ooh, that's a dangerous one. I thought I had a bigger stylus I was going to use. And then just, give them a little shape like that. And then you can glue them together. I had something dirty stuck on it. That's concerning, since the bowl came out of my kitchen cabinet. So now I'm just going to put a little glue on here. And I've got some tweezers here. I thought that would make it easier. And it's okay. I'm just going to rub it around to make sure it catches with that glue. Okay. And I've got some of these already made. And I thought that would be fun to use that same color. Well, now I can't open it because I've got it. I bet that's already stuck. I thought it would be fun to use that other color because you can see it is in the book. It's several places in the book, and especially this. I love this one. I think that is so fun and so pretty. So I thought, let's just add some of that to the front. And you can put them all the way around if you want to. I don't know how many I want to use. Maybe like 3 down here and a couple over on the side or something. Oh, I know. No, let's just do this. Oh, I like that. Let's do one more, and then we'll have 5, and then we'll have kind of a nice cluster. Then if I want to go back and do any others, I can do that later. Oh my goodness. This thing, you guys, be careful what you use for your little stylus. The point of that is coming down out of the top. Okay. Let's just stick it on here. What do you guys think about using pink and purple together? What are your thoughts on that? Pink and purple, yes or no? I don't really, in the past I have not used a lot of pink. Now, before I glue these on though, I have one more thing I want to do to them. I want to use some of these little bitty, well, I might use some of the bigger ones. I want to use some of these little pearl-like things. Oh my goodness. Who knows? Here's the question. Will I be able to get my little pearls on fast enough before the glue sets? Always a good question, right? And it's okay, if you've got glue that dries clear, when you're working with these teeny tiny things, I just don't worry about if it comes out. It's gonna dry clear, and I'm just gonna be happy with it. Oh my goodness, that one had a whole bunch that squished out, didn't it? Although, you know, if I gave it a minute and let that glue kind of set up, no, it's still gonna do it. I was thinking maybe if it set up a little bit, it wouldn't come gushing out. I got a little heavy-handed there. But it's gonna stick though, I tell you that. Okay. So let's see about that. So we can just dot some glue around here and get them on there. I tell you what, I don't know, for doing the little cupped thing, they're kind of coming off, or they're kind of flattening out. But you know, you don't want them to be, you don't want so much dimension, because if you are going to be able to you know, keep several like little mini albums together or something, they're going to be flat, right? And so if you get too much dimension, and you know, it's going to be, you're going to flatten them out when you put them together anyway, right? Susan, yes. They are tiny details today, that's for sure. Now you guys, if you ever have colors that you are looking for a specific color, like if you were going to do the centers and you wanted them to be a different color, all you have to do is use an alcohol marker, and that works like with kind of rhinestones. It works with these little white pearl kinds of things. I don't know, maybe I'll just continue going up and around. I don't like that. Well, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like that now. No, I kind of like that. What do you guys think of that way? I kind of like that. It kind of offsets it up there. What do you think? Yes, I tell you what. I need to get some blades for this, but the first time I ever saw anybody use that, I was really surprised, and I thought it looks like you have a lot of control with using it to cut. Like if you're going to use like an X-Acto knife, or you need to do some trimming with one like this, I think it gives you really super control. Okay, you know, I can find her by the bottle. I can give you a link to some. I just get them on Amazon, Sue. And I think usually, you know, there's several in a pack, which sometimes you have to have because the little nozzles can get kind of clogged up. Okay, now let's take another bit of that twine. I like that. I think that I kind of like it like that. Let's take a little bit of this twine and let's make a tiny bow. And I'm going to use this method where you just make the two loops like this, make them kind of close together, and then just, you know, wrap them in like you're gonna like tie something together. And then I've got, you know, then it's all even. I wonder if it looks better on one side than the other. Not really, it kind of looks the same. So I'm going to cut these off. Then I can still cut them how I want them. Okay. And we could just put that over here. Just a little bitty bow. I think I'll make it a little bit smaller. Nope. I liked it better the other way. You just play around, right? You just play around. Hi, Adela. How are you? Oh, Jennifer says she has one of those too, and she loves it. And I'm just going to put it over here. Just like that. It's kind of in the way of these flowers, though. But, you know, it just gives it some more dimension. I think I'm okay with that. I'm just going to put a glob of glue there. Pop it on. And then just kind of hold it for a moment. And then I think I'm going to call that done. Now, you know, it would be fun. I tell you, I do so much ink, you know, distressing edges and things like that. It's just this plain thing without anything is a little hard to deal with. But you know what? The rest of it is all clean and neat. There's no inking of edges anywhere else in the book. So, you know, I think that's fine. I think the twine is about as distressed looking as this one is going to get, right? And then you just want enough you can tie it. And, you know, make it easy so you can tie it. And see, that's why I said it's going to be down here on the bottom, you know, to the lower edge. But, you know, it's still going to hold it closed. And that's the whole idea of it, right? Oh, Molly said, okay, Sue, Molly said she found some of those at Hobby Lobby. So you might want to check there. So I'm just going to trim these off a little bit. So they're not quite so long. And I think let's call that done. What do you think? You think that's done? Would you call that done? I want to know if you would call it done. Would you do anything else to it? I mean, this really, looking at it in the monitor, I can see how, I mean, it really blends really well. And, you know, this isn't white, it's off-white, but, you know, it just gives it a little something, something. All right. So that is it. That's it for now. And then I'm not going to do a live tomorrow, so I'll be back on Thursday, and we will do something else. I have it planned out. Look at the schedule I have pinned to the page. Oh, there's Susan Sloan. Imagine that. She has the same last name. That's my sister-in-law. She was just up here this weekend and drove home yesterday. Man, she just missed those storms. I told her I was so glad she had left early enough that, you know, she got out before the storms hit. The worst of two evils. Amazon or Hobby Lobby. Yeah, which one of those, which one do you think you can do the most damage with? Thank you, Christine. What do you guys say? Amazon or Hobby Lobby? Which one do you think you can do the most damage? I want to know. I have lost my... Judy's in the other room. She says Hobby Lobby. You think? I gotta find my... Hang on, you guys. There. Nope, that's not the right thing. What in the world? I've lost my... I don't know where it is. Boy, I don't know what happened to my thing where I change my scenes. Now I've got two of me. Okay, so we've got lots. Some people are saying both. Some say Hobby Lobby. Yeah, when you see it in person, right? Yeah, that can really cause a problem. I found it. There we go. I knew I could find it. You guys, thanks so much for joining me. Let's see. Let me see what else people are saying. Oh, at Rebecca, are you talking about Hobby Lobby? Going every week so you can find the sales. Well, you know, And almost some of the things that we like to get, like some of their paper crafts and things, like I know their own brand, that Paper Studio brand, when you are, if there's anything you're looking for, if you go and it's not on sale that week, go the next week, because some of their things, they alternate on sale every other week. And especially since they don't do coupons anymore, and I mean, some of them just barely do coupons. So yeah, you just gotta, it's hit or miss, right? Hobby Lobby makes you buy more than what you went for, right? And on Amazon, you can keep it under control. You can just go for what you wanted and then leave with what you wanted. Oh no, Linda says though, she says Amazon is worse. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, Adela, yeah, if you don't have that in where you live, yeah, then it's not even an issue. You could be lucky. You could be lucky, right? Sue, that is very true. Not as painful if you do it that way. You guys, I'm going to let you go. It's been fun, and I will see you again on Thursday afternoon, the same time, 3 p.m. Eastern. So meet me back here. We'll make up something else fun. We'll not make it up. Well, we will make it, okay? See you later. Bye-bye, you guys. So go make yourself a little mini album, you guys. Go back and watch the other video. I'm not sure which one it is. It was last week. And just click the video tab and scroll way on down until you can see, like, if you see today's, then, go backwards from there. Okay? I'll see you later. Bye-bye.